This is a little video to show everyone how to play cockatrice. So, I did a video last time about how to install cockatrice, and actually with a guide, with a paper guide on Word you may find on the Discord server, which is very clear. So now everyone here has cockatrice and have cockatrice. Sorry. So it's very interesting to play on cockatrice because you may generate as many cards as you want, and as I said before with the presentation of cockatrice, this is a software very well made to play online for PvP. So now you have cockatrice. So what now? Because cockatrice it's a little specific to play. So here is a guide to show you how to play on cockatrice directly. So first you need a deck. Let's construct a deck on cockatrice. So you have all the cards here from my extension. In fact, it's every vanilla card, and some of them are like banned or restricted to one. For example, goat. Here in description you click here and you have restricted to one. In inscription vanilla, in Bropossum, in fact I didn't write Bropossum, but it's my format Bropossum. So you can only add one. If you want, you may add like 3 of them, but that's cheating. You may do everything you want in cockatrice. It's just like it's playing for fun. You have to trust your opponent, but you will see there are a lot of securities for tournaments that no one is cheating. You have the search bar and the list of your cards. So for example, you double click on the card and you have here one goat. If it doesn't work, you have the green arrow to add to main deck, and here too. If you want to remove one, just just here the minus, or if you want to delete all the card, the red cross. Alright, so you want to create a deck. So here, this is not the first step to do. First, a deck name. Here's what I do in cockatrice. I first write in huge character the name of the format for inscription. In Bropossum, for example, Bropossum in huge, or I say inscription vanilla, as I wrote all my deck here. So, but it may be you may confund because many people say playing inscription vanilla. So Bropossum here, you are sure it's for the format of the tournament. So Bropossum, and then the name of the game, Blood Waterfall, which is so for the anecdote, Blood Waterfall, it's a deck about blood and playing a lot of grizzly as fast as possible. And why Waterfall? But first, it's class, it's cool. And second one, it was a old deck in the first metagame of Pokemon PVP, and it was like Waterfall with the Blastoise. I think I already said this anecdote. Well, I want to create a Blood Waterfall. So main deck, I have goat, so I can search in the search bar grizzly. Alright, add 4 because in this format it's 4 copies. Alright, magpie, restricted to 1, of course. Dead end because all decks need a dead end. Mantis God for the same exact reason. Mrs. Bomb in this format. Explobot. You may sacrifice Explobot, so pretty cool card. I will do a second video about metagame. Here is just an example to play. Alright, so alright, you have a deck. You may have a 9-card deck, but the rule says 20, so we will go at 20 card, for example. You see, you can see directly from the, you can play directly from the list. So here, alright, so I will put like anything here just to explode both, for example. Very good to finish the deck. And Warren, Staple. Alright, I have my deck. Cool. Now, how do I choose side deck for you know, like the deck of resources? So I will run skeleton. So skeleton here, and here I use the blue arrow, and in Propossum it's 7 cards, so I play them in sideboard. Alright. In Propossum also you have the right to play 5 cards in so side deck is skeleton, and sideboard you have side 5 cards. I will explain later when we are in the game. So here 5 cards. Let's say Plasma Jimmy, which is not bad in side deck. Let's say for example second one. So if you click on sideboard, the card go in main deck. So if you click on it, it go inside deck. It was interesting to sometime like just knowing what you are doing. I forgot Bone Heap. So it's of course a main deck card, but let's say I play side deck. Child 13 is banned. You see, banned in here. So, alright. For example, I know, Cockroach, which is also banned. Alright, I did stuff well. Still nice. Very good inside deck. So, 4 energy vanilla, yes. Let's play one inside deck. You see, it's going main deck when I forgot to click on the blue, and then I just click and it went inside one. Alright. And 2 other cards at random, let's say. Alright. 2 steam. Alright, so I have my 5 card sideboard and my 5 card side deck. And my main deck. Alright. Start to game. So, Cockatrice, connect. Here. You have to create an account, but it's totally free. And you don't have like spam mail or anything. It's just to make sure there are no bots playing anywhere. And so you may also blacklisting people who are very rude. There are no moderation on Cockatrice. If someone is rude with you, just leave the game. If someone cheat, just leave the game. There is no like point system or anything. It's just playing. So it's very good for us Inscryption because we are doing the tournament from the server, so we don't need any more ruling here. So you connect, and here you are in the room. Here it's magic because, of course, Cockatrice is made for magic. So you create a game. Here, create. Current it was my opponent for my MTG tournament. So here you say, for example, Murigan, I summon you. All right. So you want to play against Murigan, or for example, any other PvP Inscryption player, right? It's too long. All right. Inscryption PvP, yes. And here, all right. I have to set a password. So here on game type, always put other because all game styles are for MTG. Spectator can watch. Always check this case. So if MTG players are, wow, I play Inscryption, people are really playing PvP online. Yes, we have a Discord, everything. We're against tournament, just come, buddy. Alright, but for player joining, set a password. For example, blood. It's always my password. Alright, and okay. So the game is created. You are in the game. For example, if anyone connected here on Cockatrice, you see everyone here is connected to Cockatrice with an admin, and the chat, general chat, you may see a new game of Inscryption PvP. Alright? And people may join if there are no password. If you know the password, you click on join, and the password, you click on the password and you join the game. You come here in the room and you will see the name of the other player. Here you have the point for the connection, which is good. Here the ready to play or not. I'm not because I don't have any decks. And alright. And you have a chat to play. Alright. So the time and everything. Alright, but here I'm gonna go not on the server because I will play against myself. But to find a player, it's here. Alright, you have your deck. But here you want to use this deck. So first you have to save it. Save deck. So you have the name here. Who does appear? So here I will make test. Sorry for, but you may change the name, but the name here will stay the same. Just here it's for me to know. So here's all my all my decks just on Inscryption, and here is all my magic decks. Alright. Yeah, I have a long career on on this software. Alright, so propose and test. Alright, save. Here, when you are in this saloon, you may load deck, but I'm gonna do it on local game because I want you to show against another player, and I'm gonna play both. But start local game. Right, so 2 players. Alright. Here I have 2 decks, so I will load decks, and I will load my Bropossum test. Here. Open. And here you see every card of your deck in main deck, and every card on side deck. Right. Let's try against a good deck, like, I don't know, Bastion V2. Right. Bastion is one of the tier 1 of my format, so it's like energy control with bones, which is very cool. So here you see side deck, here you see side deck, and main deck. When you are playing with another player online, of course, obviously, you doesn't see his deck, you see only one. You just see ready to start. So here, when I click here, ready to start, it say, okay, I'm ready to start the game. Here, alright? In the chat, for example, you see the deck load, and you have the code of the deck load. So, if you saw here, every decks have a code. For each change you do in your deck, it's gonna change the code. For example, I remove Magpie, I have another code. But if I add Magpie, up, it's another code. Alright? So, in tournament, you just copy the code, send it to the organizer, and the organizer may check your deck, and he's sure you are playing what you are telling. So, it's avoid like 19 cards deck or any cheat during the tournament. Like, you can't switch deck during the tournament if the organizer says so. So here you see the code of your opponent in your game. Player 1, player 2, you have usually your nickname here. And you see I load a card with 12 sideboard cards. So 7 plus 5. So it's good. 7, alright. Yes, because I have the tools. This is another stuff, these tools. We do not use it for now because it's not balanced yet, but it's very interesting to develop this. Alright. And both people ready to start. And so the game starts. So here you're gonna see the hand of the first player, but of course in game you doesn't see the hand of your opponent. So this is a little picture you may I've created on Paint, so you may download it and set it on Cockatrice. It's very easy to do, and you have board. Let's go for the game. Here, first player. So, you want to start to play. So, first thing to do is to set side deck to play, because Inscryption doesn't load automatically your side. So, it's Control plus F3. So, Control F3. So here, you have access to your side deck and sideboard. Here, you take your skeleton and you put them in exile. Here is the exile pile. Discard pile, exile pile. But you have to put them in exile. Then set the life. So Control plus L, yeah, life. So Control L, life. New value for life, 0. Okay. Here myself, same. You can have only one setting the life or both. It depends. So here, L, 0. Okay. Both players set life at 0, and then right click on the life to go in negative, or right click to up in positive. Right. Here you have the description of your card. Right. You can set them in Windows or not. It depends as you wish. You set life to 0. You set life to 0, and then you have both players have sideboard out. So the preparation of the game maybe feel like hard to do, but in fact it's a habit. Then you manage to do it very easily after some try. Energy here, so you click to have 1 energy at the beginning of the game, and here counter for bones, for example, or Ouroboros storm counter, right, to set the power of Ouroboros to remind, for example. Here, dice, so it's Control I, dice, and number of side 20 for Inscryption. to know who it's gonna start. And here you see players 2 roll a 19, wow, with a 20-sided. And if I go on the player 1, I roll the dice. 1! 1 against 19, very good. So, it's player 2 would start, so here. Alright, so, how do I start? Control plus M, starting hand. Alright, or mulligan, or clover. In Inscryption it's clover, but it's mulligan's like, your hand is not good, you shuffle it and draw another. So, Control M. Here, it's set up on 7 because I've played MTG before. In my format, Burposam is free, so starting hand is free. Then, you choose where do you draw, or a force card. I will draw like main deck. Alright. Is my hand good? Yes. If it's not, it's not, because it's Earthman. It's too heavy. Cost is too heavy. So I will mulligan. Control M. So I'm mulligan free, and then I am here. Alright, where do I draw? Main deck. Alright, and here, in my format, I have to start with this, which is, like, not very good. But, alright, I have my starting hand. When you play here, on the left, you have the step. So, draw, at first turn you skip it, main 1. It's cool to say to other where you are in your turn. So, main 1, it's when I play, it's where I play cards. I know in Inscryption there is only 2 phases, main and attack. So, I will do the same here. But it's very interesting for people to know where you are in your turn. So for example, I can do nothing. So I will say, and I do not click on pass. Alright? You see the white frame? It's telling me it's my turn. It's very important on Cockatrice to know who is playing. So here, when I click on end, it says to my opponent, I end my turn. You may click on pass. It's his responsibility to take his turn. So here, I am player 1, pass. And my turn begin. Alright? It's you can't pass before counting damage or anything. Alright, so I will draw my first deck. Alright. Ooh, not bad. Control plus D, it's draw. So Control M for starting hand, Control D to draw. And Control S to shuffle. It's not very important, but sometimes it is on Magpie. I just see it. Alright. Well, let's start, and I start with main draw. Alright. Nothing I can do. So, and my turn. Alright. Here, I am player 2, pass. Upkeep, not important in Inscryption. I say it by habit, force of habit of MTG player. But if you double click on draw, you click, it's one click, sorry. You can draw. Well, if you do an extra draw, right click on the card on your deck, and you have undo last draw. Up, and your card is here. So here you see, for example, undo the last draw. Alright? So any action did on the game is in the chat. For example, here, if I try to cheat and draw, for example, 2 cards, the chat will show the issue of this game. So I have to undo. So here I can take a warning, for example, in very tournament with very several rule, which we're not gonna do, but you can see, alright, it extra draw and undo the last draw. Alright. It's very cordial and very the community PvP, the PvP community is very cordial, very fun, very good guys. So we're not gonna put like huge rule on it or anything. Alright. Well, I have 2 energy now. I can do anything because I'm control deck. So and my deck. And my turn. Alright. But here, 2 energy, draw, I click, I have my draw. Oh, no, sorry. You see, undo draw is very interesting, because in Inscryption, I want to draw a skeleton, so I show here. If I want to draw at random, for example, for mage or anything, right click on it, view exile, move to, move exile, no, sorry. Right, sorry. It's card. You have it. This is your discard pile, and this is your main deck. So here, reveal random to whole player. So, but on the graveyard, you may reveal a random card from the graveyard. Here is skeleton. So I will look here and draw a skeleton. As I play like 7 skeleton, it's like I draw without doing it. But if you want to draw a random, if you have, for example, 2 different moxes, If you don't have 7 cards of the same in your main deck, you have to draw at random. So you may draw at random here, but I show skeleton. I put it not in my hand. Well, I think I can. Yes, I can here. But sometimes token just disappear. I will explain this. I play token here on the space. All right. I play Explobot on the space. It goes automatically on the space you want. All right. It's set up for this picture. All right. Then I sacrifice them. Up in the exile pile. I gain 2 points, and I will play Magpie. All right. Here I want to tutor a card. So it's F3. F3. Yeah, tutor. For Dominic Tutor. Like, sure, looking for something in your deck. F3, you have your deck. What do I want to take here? The goat or the cat? The cat. I want the cat. Alright. Here. I take the card. Here is the pile where for MTG where you play cards, but here we use inscription to show. I don't even have to show what I want. Alright, so I sacrifice Magpie. I have 1 point. Cat. Alright. Warren on cat. And Warren use a token. So control plus T, it's created a token. Alright. And I will look for rabbit. Alright, rabbit token. 1/1. Oh, it's a MTG rabbit. Okay. I also have inscription 1, but it's like I think it's just rabbits. Rabbit and okay. Alright. it's pretty beautiful this one. But so and token disappear if you put them anywhere other than the board. So if you want to keep it in hand, you put it here and your opponent knows it's in your hand. Right. But I want to play it here directly. Up. Sometimes card stacks. It's like a little bug. So just put it aside and it's okay. Sacrifice 2. I have 2 bones for Grizzly. Boom. Alright. So I'm still main deck. In main phase. Now, attack. Okay. So, Grizzly, you may draw an arrow on your opponent. Right. Or just say it. It's better in vocal, but you can describe all your action by the chat. So here, -4. It's minus. If we reach -10, it's end of the game. Roposum, it's -10. Alright. And my turn. If I have sprint or anything, it's resolved now. Alright, but I have nothing. Alright. My turn. It's time to wake up because I'm -4. So I will draw Pray for an Explobot. And I have better than Explobot because I have Message Bomb. So Message Bomb. Here, create token. So Control T, token, Explode Bot. Alright. Control G to clone. Okay. So clone card. You may clone any card. Alright. But it's considered as token. So you put play on the board of your opponent. Right, here, Cockatrice is totally free for this. Sometimes it's a bit hard to place card. This is why you go here. All right. Well, sometimes it does work weirdly on the space. Here. All right. Sometimes Cockatrice is a bit weird for this bet. You see, it's still very interesting. All right. Do I hammer? No. If I attack, boom, 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 whatsoever. So, attack. Everything dies. Up, token will disappear. I have 4 bones. Alright. And here, all your boards die. And you have 4 bones. Alright. And my turn. Alright. My turn. I should have Tuto, Dead End, and not. Cat. That should happen. Draw. Alright. End of turn. Alright. My turn. Draw. Extra. Alright. This is how we play Cockatrice. Alright. For example, Gumblebot. If I want to roll a dice, Control I. 6 dice. Here you have the result. 6 on 6. Yes. Alright. If I want to set up the power of a card, right click on it. Power and toughness. You can increase. You have all the shortcut list here. You may have some. You also have a list of all shortcuts in Cockatrice, but I will set them at screen and here. So for example, it's set power and Control P, and here it's now 6 to 1. All right. This is barely everything for Cockatrice. It's very interesting to play. It's a bit hard at first to click on hand and wait for your opponent to take his turn, because people forgot to see its hand. So usually tell it in vocal, I end my turn, click on hand, you can take your turn, I click on pass. Don't just launch the turn to your opponent. That's the only rule. Everything else is very easy to run, and you have then a lot of shortcuts. For example, if you right click here, you have a ton of action, draw cards, so set a number, undo last draw, shuffle. Everything here has command, but you may just right click on your library or a graveyard or hand to do everything you want. Also, you may, for example, turn over a card. It's face down. It may be useful. I don't know, maybe later. Pick a card, so you see what it is here in the chat, and turn over. Alright. You have a lot of action. For example, if you want to show your card is underwater, you may tap it. If you want to show the attack, you may tap and draw an arrow. Right. You may attach cards. It's not very useful. It's much more for MTG. If you want to make like for example on this 2/2 add a counter red. I don't know. It's not very useful in Inscryption, but for damage, if you want to reduce power and toughness, it's control plus alt plus minus. I know it. And power. Control is for power, and alt is for toughness. And plus you use plus and minus on your keyboard. All right. So this is a little presentation of how do we play, and then very important, if you say to your opponent you lose, if you want to concede, hit F2. F2, I want to concede this game. Yes, I want. Right. And here we are. Alright, game 2. I want to sideboard unlocked, and here I can change. For example, Grizzly is very bad against his deck, so I make Grizzly out and play Bunny. Alright. The rule is I have to do the same amounts of cards that I started the game with. So for example, here I'm 23 decks and I'm 20 cards in main deck. I have to run 23 after the sideboard. Alright, and then when buff are ready, restart. Alright, and the game start again, and you may play game 2, game 3, game 4, etc, etc. This is a little guide to how to play Inscryption on cockatrice, how cockatrice does work, and you may play every TCG ever on cockatrice. It's really faster than TableTop Simulator, a little bit ugly, but you may set up a theme, like make it more beautiful. You may download this picture I made from the Discord to make it a bit beautiful to play, much more clean. Alright, I will do a second video about the meta game, because Propossum is a format that does work, and the next video will be about this meta game and every deck existing on it, because we will launch a tournament soon on Fanscription. So this is an official announce, because I'm moderator. Morrigan and I, and of course with Purple Ashes as a guide and good, I must say, we'll launch a channel on Discord about tournament. The Friday 12th April open channel, and we will open it with a huge announce, the first Fanscription tournament. So it's gonna be on Burpossum and Cockatrice. So to register, you will see there are gonna be an announce, so you will just check it. There's gonna be a Google Doc when you may register, and with just the code, just you copy paste your deck code on it, and you register with your nickname on Discord. By the way, it's better to have the same nickname on Cockatrice than on Discord. Otherwise, it's very hard for people to find you. And I will announce the round with challenge, so you may enter your score yourself. I will explain everything of this. But first, tournament on Propossum. Inscription open Friday the 12th of April, and then the tournament will start the 26th April. So you don't have to be there the 26th. It's better because we're gonna do a huge party with game stream and everything with Purple Ashes to celebrate this first tournament. But you don't have to, because then once you're in the tournament, you have like 1 or 2 days to find your opponent and play with him. So it's totally free, and it's free on every sense of the word. You don't have to pay, and you may play as you wish with your opponent, as long as he's agree to play when you both agree on an hour. Alright, that's it for this video. If you have any question about cockatrice or everything, post a comment on this video or find me on Discord on INSCRYPTION of Blood. I will put the link of the Discord on the description of this video. Alright, goodbye to anyone and good game.